What is up, my wonderful friends? I cut my hair. I wasn't going to tell you. I was going to see if you noticed. Nobody's in here yet, so I can say that. But I feel like I don't look like myself this evening, and I don't know why. Maybe my eyeliner is not as thick. I don't know. I don't know what's going on right now. I don't know what's going on right now. But it's been a interesting day. Has it not? Has it not? I'm just saying. I feel like it's been an interesting day. How has your day been? So before we get into card reads, I thought that we would just maybe do a little bit of Reiki session. What do you think? What do you think? Yes? The answer is yes? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. All right. But before we do that, I've got to get some bracelets on. Everybody has had kind of an I don't know what's going on kind of day. And it just is. Let's see. I think we need some serpentine on that side. I think that sounds good. Yes. I don't know why I put that. You know what? That's where I put it. It's where it's staying. That's where it's staying. That's where it's staying. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. How was your day? How was your day? I'm just curious. How was y'all's day? That's what I'm talking about. All right. Just like always, you guys can follow along with me if you would like to, but remember that you need to take a deep breath every single time I move my hands for these first 6 movements. Yeah, I need this too. I haven't done any self-work at all this weekend. That's going to be a little too fucking loud. Okay, there we go. I'm only going to do about 15 minutes. 15, 20, 30, 40 minutes. We'll just go. Ready? Ooh, that's... Somebody tell me to turn that down. All right. First breath. Ready? Second breath. Third breath. Next breath. Fifth breath. Sixth breath. Ready? We're going to ground. I don't know about these square bracelets. They don't jingle. Yeah, I don't think the square ones are doing justice. At least not on that arm. So, better. All right. Sacral chakra. Yes? The answer is always yes. Thank you, Sassy Sass Pants. That one's just not doing well either. All right, we gotta fix it. I can't do it. I need to hear it. I need to hear the things. I know y'all need to hear the things too. What is up? Okay, it is what it is. Too many things. There we go. Yeah, those ones got fired real quick. Solar plexus. I think I know exactly what's going on. I have one. This one's too tight. Doesn't want to do any of the shaky. That's all right. It's just not having a good day. Poor little baby. It's just not having a good day. It's all right. All right. Heart chakra. Ready? Throat. Swallow. Ready for the third eye? Yeah? We're just going to turn it. Just let me turn the dial, okay? Ready? Breathe. Ready? Ready? And do the crown. Straighten your crown a little bit. Ready? I just want you to take a deep breath. 1, 2, 3. What is up with the tight? I can't do it today. I can't do it today. We're just having some issues. The paid players did not want to come back from vacation, apparently. All right. Let's let go of some shit. Let's let go of some shit. Yes. I saw a couple of you saying that the energy felt off today. Yeah, it does. Let's get rid of some fucking shit. Yes, the answer is yes. Just breathe for a minute. What are you getting rid of? What are you getting rid of? What are you getting rid of? You can put it in the chat, watch it go off the screen, or you can put a 0 and watch it go off the screen. Okay? Deep breath. Like a lot of you guys have some really bad things going on, family-wise, spouse-wise, etc. I want you to just breathe, just a big deep breath. That's it, okay? I love you right back. coming up on a new moon. You know what that means. Time for a change. Thank you. Get the hat where I can look in the mirror with it. Ignore the trolls as they come flooding in, y'all. Trolls need love too. Whenever you guys feel like it, because I see all the heaviness in the chat. Whenever you guys feel like it, I would love for you to do my favorite part. Apparently a lot of people need it. Just breathe, okay? Glad, Carrie. Y'all's ripples matter. I see a lot of you guys are having a really, really hard time. And I'm glad that so many of you are here just to provide encouragement, to say what needs to be said, that somebody else needs to hear in these comments or read, see. For those of you guys that are sitting here that are getting a little tired of this whole shebang, I understand, okay? I truly do. All I'm asking of you in this moment right now is to just be right here, okay? The dishes will wait, the world will wait, your kids will wait, the cat will wait. Just breathe. That's it. Just breathe. I want you to close your eyes for a minute. I want you to breathe. And as you close your eyes, I want you to really feel the chair you're sitting on, the bed you're laying in. I want you to feel it. I want you to feel the air on your face. I want you to hear the music. Just really listen to it. I want you to think about what part touches you the most. Is it the flute? Is it the beat? I want you to take a deep breath. I want you to listen to her voice. And just breathe. Just breathe. Let the trolls be trolling. My moms will get them. I just want you to breathe. Nothing else matters in this moment right now. Nothing. Nothing matters. Just the breath that is going in and out of your body. That's all that matters. Okay? I love you right back. You should just breathe. Big deep breath in. Ready to let it out? So I know that everybody is struggling just a little bit, and myself included. It's been that kind of day. But I want to do something just a little different today, because today is a friend of mine's birthday and he's no longer here. So I would love to know the names of the people that you miss. I want to see their names. I want you to put their names in the chat so everybody can know who they are. Thank you, Sport. That was sweet. Part of why I want to do this and why I like doing this is because sometimes we just keep those people inside and we forget to share them with other people. I love knowing the names of the people that you miss. I love you giving them a voice here. I also want you to see that you're not alone. Thank you, Yoey. I love you right back. You guys will just kind of breathe a little bit. We're just going to start slowing down. Thank you for that. That was the sweetest comment. I appreciate that. Ignore the trolls because they're obviously just coming in and making a snap judgment instead of looking at the comments, instead of paying attention to what's actually going on in here. So why don't you just send the trolls all some love, because apparently they need it. I'm gonna turn this down. I want you guys to just breathe for a minute. Just breathe, okay? Sometimes the trolls come in and they have no idea what's going on. They just see what they see and they make a snap judgment. I really and truly appreciate every single one of you sharing what you shared. Whether it was what you're letting go of, whether it was who you miss. I really appreciate every single thing. I don't know what's up with the energy here lately either, but I mean, Pluto is fixing to go over into Aquarius. It's going to be really intense for everybody. We'll be there next month, but it's just a lot. The world is a lot right now. The world is a lot right now. And if I can just help you for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever, 30 seconds, when you come across my live, that's what matters. That's what matters. And I want you guys, when I release you out into the world, I want you to realize that everybody is struggling right now. Everybody. Whether it's emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, everyone is struggling right now. It doesn't mean that they have the right to act like a fuck bag, but they're struggling. That's why they're acting the way that they're acting. Just breathe. And for those of you guys that feel like maybe you don't want to be here anymore, all I'm asking you to do is just wait. Just come hang out with me tomorrow. Okay? Let's just make it till then. Just make it till then. Can you do that for me? Can you just make it till tomorrow? I know you can. I have faith in you. I have faith in you. I love each and every one of you. I love each and every one of you. I see your ripples. I don't know if some of you were, aw, thank you. I saw that I helped you from kicking the bucket. I read the comments. Sometimes I don't get out what I need to say before they're, but I'm reading. You guys have no idea how much your ripples matter. I don't know if you guys were watching the comments whenever we were doing my favorite part. And several people made the comments that this is exactly what they needed to see today. Your ripples matter. It's not me, it's you. Your ripples matter. So, your ripples matter, sweetheart. Every one of you. Just stay and hang out. Just come hang out with me tomorrow. Okay? Just come and hang out with me tomorrow. Okay? I'll be on at 10 a.m. in the morning. It's a subscriber only. And then, of course, it's Monday. So I'll be on at 8:30 for Reiki and Zodiacs. We'll do a full Reiki session. And we'll read for the Zodiacs for the first full week of January. Yeah. We're going to sit and hang out this evening, too. Don't think I'm leaving yet. I'm not leaving yet. Where is everybody at? Well, happy birthday for tomorrow. I looked up just in time to see that. My birthday is Friday. And then 113. Happy birthday to all of us this week. I see a lot of people that are like, my birthday, my birthday, my birthday. Happy birthday to all the fellow Capricorns. All the fellow Capricorns. Let's see. We need some good. Let's do this. Let's do this one. Let's see what this one sounds like. Thank you, Kea. I appreciate that. Did I pronounce it right? Kaiya? That's really beautiful. The spelling of that is fantastic. Did I pronounce it right? I did cut my hair. I cut a really long shag. I used to wear my hair like this all the time, and I've been letting it grow out. So yes, I did cut my hair. Like, look, short piece. I did cut it. Aw, I'm glad that I can help you make it through the day, sweetheart. All right. So, we've got a list. We've got a few people on it already. We're just going to have I think this is too chill. I think that's too chill. Yeah, I think that's too chill. Let's do this one instead. We'll do this one instead. This is one of my favorites. Just is what it is. All right. If you were there for any length of time, I'm proud to call you my friend as well. Make sure you drink some water. I know this is not water. Here, let's do this. Water. So, Miss Jennifer is first. Tiff, do you mind marking them off as I go through? Please and thank you. Happy birthday. Eric! How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? Thank you, Amber, honey. All right, Jennifer, I'm just trying to get I keep drawing 2, so apparently it's 2. I am utterly fantastic, my sweet friend. I was thinking about you the other day because I will be getting some more of that stone in. I have some blue aragonite in right now that is on, it has a tiny bit of smithsonite in it, but not a ton. But my wholesaler just got a whole bunch of smithsonite in. I also, y'all, I got some amazing Caribbean calcite pieces in. we are going to get all of the stones that I got in this last week on the site. So that way this weekend when Pinhead is at the shop, we can go through and I can show ya. Send me, I'll tell you what, Eric, send me a message here on TikTok and I'll watch for you. Okay. Normally I don't say that, but or send a message to the site. But, yeah. And then, so Saturday, I'm having a birthday party. If you guys are in the area, please, please, please come. I would love for you to come. You are supposed to wear a cool hat. It's a Mad Hatter's Tea Party. There will be a $10 at the door. All you can drink tea. You can bring your own mug. You can use one of ours. Yes, we will have lotus tea of multiple kinds. And I will have Pinhead live at the shop. I will have Paul Taylor. He is Pinhead in Hellraiser Judgment. He is a friend of mine. He will be here this weekend. Yes, he will be signing autographs. Yes, he is bringing some Tesseracts. I shit you not. He is bringing some. Yes, you can order one. But we're going to play rocks. We're going to play rocks on Saturday. I'm just letting you know. Not only did I get some amazing pieces in, but I am going to be bringing some of my pieces to the shop on Tuesday. Today, I spent the day kind of going through my house, cleaning. Like, my laundry was stacked up. It looked really, really bad. But I have so many stones that they have just been sitting here. And they need homes. They need homes. They're no longer mine. They need homes. So I have a lot of things that are coming to the shop that, yes, they will all be on the website. There will be no auction this time, okay? It will kind of be a first come, first serve kind of thing, okay? But there will be a area on the site called the Blue Bodie Collection. Every one of my personal things will be in there. All of the other stones will be under stones and so on. But yeah. Of course, I will be live for the Mad Hatter's Ball. You guys can meet my friend Paul and we'll do the thing. So, all right. Now that I've got that out of the way, here's the other thing before I start Miss Jennifer's reading. Apparently, Jennifer, by the way, let's do this. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. So, cha! There we go. I put a video out just a little bit ago, and I'm going to put another one out tomorrow, and I'm going to pin them both at the top of my profile. But the one that's out today, I am about to go across the Southwest for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I'll be in Arizona, New Mexico, Las Vegas, a little bit of Texas. And I'll be hitting some very interesting, very badass places, weather permitting. There are a few that are on the fence, weather permitting. Where would you guys like to see me go? Where are some places maybe I don't need to eat at? Like, where are the good metaphysical shops? Where are the good restaurants? Like, where are some places across the Southwest that I need to see, I need to visit? Also, if you guys would like to see me in person, I am in the process of setting up a couple of meet and greets. One will be in Tucson. The other may be in Las Vegas. I don't know yet. I'm kind of like, so yeah. Yeah. But we'll be doing some things and some stuff. We'll be doing some things and some stuff. So, all right. You're in Tucson? I fully expect you to see you in Tucson then. I fully expect to see you. You know what I'm saying, words. I would love to visit the Netherlands. All right. Please don't come here. Well, I'm going to the Tucson Gem Show, so I will be there for a little bit. So, yeah. Please go on my profile and put on that post the places in New Mexico, Arizona. I will only be coming through like Amarillo, like the top part of Texas, the big part of Texas. Y'all, I'll get you later. And Las Vegas. So let me know where you guys would like, where I need to go. Tomorrow I'll be putting out a post. I have up till May planned out already. So I have certain areas I've already planned to go, but I'm looking for some other really cool places for the summer and the fall. All right. Ready? Miss Jennifer. I think it's funny that I drew you 4 cards, 2 and 2, and both of these cards have a 4 on them. Just from how these cards fell out and the number 4, I'm going to say that 2024 is already shaping up to be a very interesting year for you. Not only is it shaping up to be a very interesting year for you, this is an intense amount of energy that has come shooting in. I don't think that your 2024 is... Okay, let me start over. Your 2024 is going to be like nothing else. You start off over here like this. You have Morgan Le Fay, which is growth, atonement, and deceit. Then you have Lilith, which is animism, hunger, and instinct. 2 extremely powerful women. Villainesque, nice dark feminine energy there. But both of these are mega powerful women. Over here, you have 2 cards that came out like this. The first one is Overwhelm and Plenty, and this is the number 43. This one here is The Drift. It's experiencing life as it comes, and this is the number 14. Right now, in this moment, you're kind of teetering on this. Do I go along in the same route I've been going? Do I continue to be this person over here? Or do I embrace who I feel like I should be? I have a feeling that this is not a new thing. This is something that didn't just like pop up this morning. This is something that's been growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. It's just to the point right now that you know you have to make a decision. Like I said, 4 cards, 2 have the number 4 on them. Like, I would highly advise you to look up what the number 4 stands for. But you already know the decision you need to make. You already know the decision you need to make. And it does not involve staying on the same path and wearing the mask you've been wearing for so long. I understand this energy right here. I really do. Because when you get to this crossroads, you already know you have to turn one way. You can't continue going the way you were going. So you also know that the way you were going holds certain things that if you turn, they're no longer yours. I have this feeling, just from looking at these cards, that if you don't make the decision yourself, the universe is going to make it for you. No decision is still a decision. I can feel how heavy this is. Like, I feel how heavy this is. There's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of aspects that go along with it. You already know that you'll be fine. And you have an amazing community around you. Both of these cards have the number 2 in them. Resourcefulness and the power of community. This feels like a bigger decision than I think you even realize it is. Not only will you be okay because you always land on your feet, you have an amazing group of people behind you. But this dark feminine energy, I'm holding this card right like this for a reason. This dark feminine energy is very intense. And if you continue to wear the mask that you're wearing and you continue to go on about the way you've been going for so long, the universe is going to snap you back to the other side. The mask that you've had on and the way you've been walking, it worked for you for a while because it had to. You kind of had to be that person to get to where you are right now. Every single decision that you've made has led up to this moment right here, right now. The inspiration card. You just needed the push, didn't you? You just needed the push. And this is 33. The numbers are just insane today. I also want you to notice that literally all of these cards, I just want you to notice the darkness of them, okay? That one has a little bit of light, but then this one here is just bright. Don't be afraid to take off that mask. That overwhelm and plenty card right there is a double-edged sword. We can have everything we thought we needed, we thought we wanted, and it be so overwhelming that we can't do it anymore. We might get every single thing that we had been manifesting. Wow. Hold on. I just had a fake sass follow me. I don't know if you're on here, sass, but I actually just had a fake sass follow me. That was just the weirdest fucking thing. Y'all, let me say this. I will never message you for a reading. My mods will never message you for a reading. My mods will never message you to say that you're going to get a reading from me. Okay? I screenshotted it, Sass. I'm going to send it to you. So that way, yeah. I'm like, what in the actual fuck was that? That's why I paused. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Jennifer. It threw me off. I was like, what in the actual fuck? Y'all, my mods will never message you. They will never message you. Okay? I promise. In fact, my mods are under strict instructions. Unless they knew you previously or unless you two are friends or whatever. I've had problems in the past with people trying to skirt the system and trying to cut the line in front of other people, and I don't ever play that way. So my mods are under strict instructions, they don't message people, they don't answer, things like that. So yeah. Back to Miss Jennifer though. Miss Jennifer, having everything you want and being so overwhelmed, no, we can't take more than one sass. The world does not need more than one sass, just like the world does not need more than one Bodhi. It just doesn't. Thank you, Witchy Woo Woo. How are you? There are so many times that we manifest exactly what we want. Exactly what we want. And we get it. And then when we get it, we realize this isn't what I want. In no way is this what I need. The inspiration card right here though. Don't stress about what's going to happen after you make this decision. Okay? Please don't stress about it. Please don't stress about it. The inspiration will come. And you are so resourceful and you have so many amazing people around you. I'm just saying what I'm saying, sweetheart. I saw your comment that this is exactly what you needed to hear. And I see now why you had to have 2 anchor cards, because you're being pulled 2 different ways. But you needed to know that there's a lot of very dark feminine energy in there. Yeah. I do have some manifesting videos I need to get out. I have a ton of drafts that I need to start releasing. So I hope that made sense, Jennifer, honey. I hope the end part made sense. I saw that the first part did. All right. Miss Wendy Adams, you are next. Let me update my list here. Oh, is my list closed for this evening? Aw, you are so welcome, Binksy, honey. Aw, thank you so much, Laura. I love you too, sugar. All right, Miss Wendy. Thank you, Riley. Ooh, okay. Oh, you are so stuck, aren't you? First of all, you drew the thinker, which is knowledge, instruction, learning, moving forward. It also represents being stuck in your own head really deeply. Then you have Winter's Dream, the gestation period, and then the Will o' the Wisp, which is treasures hidden in the shadows. And both of these have the number 6 in them. But the fact that they fell out together like that, and both of these cards represent a holding pattern. Oh, you feel stuck as fuck. Oh, the next thing that drew was the Lost Compass, which is getting back to integrity. This one starts with the number 3. There's a step you missed. Okay? There's a step you missed. What this tells me, my phone keeps telling me I'm supposed to be live right now. I know. I know. What this tells me, Wendy, is there's a step that was missed. So whenever you got ready for this new year, whenever you were clearing everything out, when you were getting ready, when you were doing all of the things, okay? As we all do, there's something that was missed. And here's the thing. I don't think it's, oh, you didn't light this candle, or you didn't eat those beans, or you didn't hold your mouth. It's not anything like that, okay? Instead, this is something as far as either your manifestation list for this year, or what you've been planning out, what you've been thinking, and so on. There's some little tiny step in there. What it is it's like, you know, when you're going to put train cars together and they have the couplings, you have to have those couplings. If you're missing one piece of the coupling, the train is not going to stick, right? It's not going to flow like it needs to. It's not going to attach. That's what happened. You missed a piece of the coupling. So it can't hold on to the rest of it because that piece isn't there. It's a little bitty tiny thing. So I know that you're probably listening to me like, oh my God, that's like, what do I do? What do I do? Don't panic, because here's the thing. It's actually really easy to fix. It's like really easy to fix. It might take you a few days, okay? Because every one of us is busy as fuck, and I'm sure that your schedule is insane too. Just kind of pause, okay? Just pause and step back for a minute. If you have written down manifestations, then look at them, okay? There is some little aspect that you missed. Just go through and look. Take stock of where you want to go, what you want to manifest. Just take stock, okay? You're going to find this blatant, ah. If you haven't written them down yet, take time to do so. Today or tomorrow, write them down, okay? Just very quickly. Don't think about it. Just write everything down very quickly about what it is you want from this year, what you're changing from last year, etc., okay? Write them down. And then step away from it for a couple of days. Just step away from it for a couple of days. When you step away from it, that's going to give you the time to think about some things. When you come back to it, you're going to see that missing coupling. Because it'll be glowing. It'll be blaringly obvious, okay? So don't stress about this Wednesday. I just gave you a new name. Wednesday. Oh, and your last name is Adams. Oh my God. Miss Wednesday Adams. Don't stress about this. It's an easy fix. It's a super easy fix. Girl, you're probably going to be the easiest reading of the night. I'm just saying what I'm saying. I'm just saying what I'm saying, Miss Wendy. It's an easy fix, okay? Super easy fix. Yeah. You know, one thing I was thinking today, and I was actually talking to my dude about it. I realized that I fucking collect mugs. I collect mugs. I have mugs from all kinds of weird, crazy, interesting places. And so I was thinking, maybe I need to take them to the shop. Maybe I need to take them to the shop for you guys to enjoy them as well. I'm just saying. I have beautiful glass ones that some of you guys have sent me and some that I ordered, but I think I may take them to the shop. Miss Kathy. He gets all salty with how many you got. That's funny. Well, everywhere I go, if I see one, I have to have it. Especially like these big, huge ones like this. I have a ton of Harry Potters. I have a ton of Rick and Morty. I have them from weird, crazy places. I have several from Marie Laveau's. I have several from Reverend Zombies in New Orleans. Like, yeah. Oh, I love that. I love that, Nicole. I'm probably going to order some more here pretty soon. The Hexy Witch, woo, okay, is one of my favorite ones. That was the very first one from that company that I personally bought. Like, that I ever bought. Yeah. All right. Ready, Miss Kathy? You had 3 cards come out by themselves, and I'm actually going to leave them right here. Like, we're going to look at them in a minute. Oh, okay. So you have Danu, which is motherhood, ferocity, and creation. And then this one flipped out on its own like this. This is the root girl, which is the disowned self. What this tells me right now is that you're kind of having a crisis, an internal Kathy crisis. You're stuck between yourself and yourself. You're stuck between motherhood. You're stuck between being a wife. You're stuck between all of these things that you absolutely love. Okay, so please don't think that I'm saying you need to walk away from that, because you don't. You're stuck between that, and you're stuck between the person that you actually are. And for some reason, those things have been doing this. They're not aligned like they used to be. So we're going to look at these one by one. I left them face down for a reason. This is the perfect storm. The courage to step into life. This right here is 46. This is 44. Rise above the fray. This is staying out of the drama. And experiencing life as it comes. Another 4. 4 is apparently a big number for you as well, as is blue. All of these cards over here are blue. Kathy, your boys are older. Your boys are older. So the good thing is this. You're not super stressed about having to be there every single moment. I know you have a unique situation with your family. But the other aspect is this. You still have to be you as well. You still have to do the things for Kathy that Kathy needs. Because if you can't be you, if you can't be your whole self, I was trying to figure out the right way to word it. If you can't be your whole self, it's hard for you to be what you need to be for everyone else. We all get in this a lot. We are torn between the things that we're supposed to do, who we're supposed to be, the responsibilities that we have, and who we want to be and who we need to be. We get torn between those things. Very rarely are they on the same path. And we have to jump paths back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Or we have to pause one path for the other. In your case, I don't think you have to pause either path. You just need to accept that the mom, the wife, that Kathy is a completely separate person from Kathy. Completely separate. I don't know if you just needed permission or what, but like I said, the number 4 is really important in yours. 46, 44, 18, and 14. I'm going to kind of advise what I was telling Wendy, but slightly different. Just take a step back from the situation for right now. Just take a step back from the whole situation for right now. In fact, here's what I'm going to recommend you do. Literally write down something that represents this, okay? Whether it's like drawing 2 little stick figures on a piece of paper, like you on one side and you on the other, and then just fold it and stick it to the side. Walk away from it. Physically walk away from it for at least a day. Don't let it creep into your mind for at least a day. Every time it does, you need to shove it right out of your brain. Like, I don't have time to think about this right now. And just do the things you need to do that day. Come back to it a day or 2 later. I know that sounds very elementary, and I know that it's kind of like, well, that's just drawing stick figures on paper, whatever. It is going to take a little bit of willpower. It is going to take a little bit of mental fortitude, because it's going to creep into your brain for you to go, look, I don't have time to deal with you right now. Your little stick figure ass needs to be on the paper. Walk away from it and come back. By walking away from it for a day or 2, you're going to see where you're able to mesh the 2 together, and where you're able to be Kathy. Okay? Where you're able to be Kathy. Not mom Kathy, not wife Kathy, but Kathy. Okay? Does that make sense, Kathy, honey? Literally put it on a piece of paper and walk away from it for at least a day. You're so welcome, sweetheart. Good night, Miss Pam. Good. I'm glad that made sense. Miss Laura. Make sure I was holding my deck right. That's a lot. That was a lot of anchor cards that tried to come out. You have way too many irons in the fire. I pulled this one out, and like, I thought it was just one that was going to come out after it. No, it was like 2 together and then 2 more on top of it. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. This one down here is needed. Okay. All right. So you start off with the Morrigan, which is anticipation, introspection, and opposition. You also have the gestation period, then the drifter, which is experiencing life as it comes, and then the hollow bone, which is teachability. Hey, Miss Nicole. I'll have to look. Let me see. I'll have to look. The cover fee is like for all you can drink tea, so I don't know how I can do that over the live. But I will have some amazing things. You're welcome, Miss Lily. I will have some amazing things for you guys on Saturday. I can't wait. Just saying what I'm saying. All right. It's almost like where am I starting here? That's why I took the deep breath. I'm like, where am I starting here? You have so much going on. Okay. So you know how we talk about being at a crossroads and there being a whole bunch of ways you can go from there. Yours is like the opposite. You have all of these roads coming into where you are. So instead of standing somewhere and going, all right, there's this path, all of these paths are coming to you. I hope that made sense. I know you don't want to be in a holding pattern. I know you're fighting it tooth and nail right now, but you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be. By being in this holding pattern, okay. Let me see if I can explain it better. Let me see if I can explain it better. Because the way I was fixing to go about it, I was like, you're going to confuse your own self. Let's just say, like, you are standing in a room. You are the guest of honor. And 10 people walk up to you at the exact same time. Every one of these 10 people is equally famous in their own way. And every one of these 10 people has an equally amazing gift that they want to hand you. You can't physically take all 10 gifts at the same time. You can't physically shake all 10 people's hands at the same time. But it is not your decision to decide who goes first. Right now, all 10 of those people are trying to speak to you at once. And it's overwhelming because it's too much. But at the same time, you have to be really nice and you can't be like, look, bitches, shut up. Let me figure it out. So instead, here's what I'm going to recommend you do because of all the things going on. The gestation period card tells me that you are supposed to be in a pause for a moment for a reason. Because you, as the person standing there in that room, are just supposed to watch those 10 people kind of fight for your attention. You're supposed to just kind of go along and watch which one of those situations, which one of the things that you have going on is supposed to be first. They all came to you at once. Apparently you're manifesting some big things because all of this stuff just went at one time. That way, you can let the universe work its own self out. And it will. What I love too is that it goes 14, 28. It literally doubles. And the 28 card is teachability. So what this is going to do with this whole aspect of experiencing life as it comes and letting it work its own self out, it's kind of a teaching moment for you in manifestation and a teaching moment for you in how powerful you actually are. Because when you see, and here's the thing, I don't think that this is going to take a long time either. Maybe a week, maybe a week and a half tops. Or my dog is like growling. There's a big, huge white and like pale orange cat, like big old massive tomcat that's been wandering the front yard. Like I can, like wandering the street, I can see him sitting out there like just flipping the little kitty bird to bear at the window. But so yeah, but you know, I've had some interesting things happen here lately, so I'm a little bit on hyper alert, so it is what it is. But I don't think this is going to take very long. Like legit, I think maybe a week, week and a half, tops. Tops. So I'm so sorry, Shar, honey. Just come sit and hang out. Just come sit and hang out. Okay? Just breathe. Just breathe. We're all here. We got you, okay? Just come chill. I think that within about a week, this right here is going to work itself out. And I think when it does, and you see that now all of these 10 people are in a line, you know, like, okay, this person's first, this is second, third, fourth, like, blah, 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 blah. I think when you see that happen, it's going to give you a massive boost in your own self-confidence. I don't think you realize how much you have actually manifested at one time. I don't think that you realize how many things are fixing to fall in place for you that you've been putting out into the universe. Universe, not universed. Universe. Honey, you are... Oh, I keep like almost yawning and then I can't yawn. You are really stepping into your own as far as bringing in things in the world and in the universe to you. So the thing about manifestation, when we start becoming a manifesting powerhouse and we bring everything in all at once and we get everything that we wanted, we start to see that like 95% of that we don't need. We don't need. And we also start to see, oh, I forgot this, I forgot this, I forgot this. Like, this is great, but this. This is great, but this. I think you're going to start to see that in the next 3 weeks. Okay? Don't stop manifesting. Like, don't stop manifesting. Oh my God. Don't stop your manifestations at all. Okay? Just know that over the next week, you just need to kind of step back and let it sort itself out. Does that make sense? I hope my thing with the people helped. I hope my thing with the people helped. I'm like, let me figure out how I explain this, that all of this just went at one time. So yeah. Okay, good. Good. Whatever the big thing is that you're manifesting, I know it's like I can see 3 equal big circles, okay? 3 equal ones. But above over here is one big, massive one. I'm not even sure you realize the big, massive one that you're manifesting yet. You have these 3 that you're manifesting, and the 2 over here, it's like above that, and it's humongous. I don't even think you realize what it is the big that you're manifesting. I think that when all of this evens itself out, and it's like boop, 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 I think you're going to see. It's almost like you've been missing a piece and you didn't even know you were missing it. Congratulations. Congratulations. I love that. Congratulations. Yeah, I don't even think you realize the big thing you're... Yeah. You are so welcome, honey. Yeah, just step back for about a week. Let it sort itself out. And I'm proud of you for all that. That's a lot. That's a lot to learn and accomplish and so on. All right, Miss Claudine, you ready? I mean, I would never say not to show gratitude, but really for this next week, literally just kind of be the cool wallflower. You know what I mean? Be the cool girl hanging out on the wall in the party that everybody wants to talk to, but they're a little afraid to talk to because they know they're going to get rejected. You know what I mean? Like, be that girl. Be that girl for just about a week. For just about a week. And watch what happens. I hope that makes sense. Then do all the things. Okay? That's a lot, Claudine. That's a lot. That's a lot. Hey, Miss Dana, how are you? You have somebody new that's just not new. You have somebody that's popped back up in your life. Oh, okay. Because you start off with the forgotten adversary. Then you have the will-o'-the-wisp, which is treasures hidden in the shadows. Then you have the sky dancers, which is surrender. And then you have the many masks, which is the authentic self. Okay. I don't know who this is that's popped back up in your life. They popped back up and they're going to exit again, okay? So these are not telling you to stay and like try to make amends with this person. I don't feel like this is a love relationship. This is just somebody that exited your life that has come back in, whether it's like friend, coworker, whatever, okay? They've just come in for a moment and they're going to exit again. They came in because there is a part of you that when this person was in and around your life a lot, you were a more authentic version of you than you are right now. When they left, you kind of closed that down a little bit. Them exiting your path, it really hurt more than I think you realize it did. It left a bigger mark. Maybe it didn't hurt more. It left a bigger mark than you think it did. It left some intense shadow work that you've still been working through. When they come back in, and I want you to notice the sets of wings, okay? Wings mean movement. When they come back in, it is to kind of shove you back on your path a little bit. When they come back in, just trying to decide if I was cold enough to turn on the heater. It's going to be instantly obvious how much you have healed. It's going to be instantly obvious how far you've come. It's going to be instantly obvious how much more you are. The good thing about it is you don't realize that you have been holding your own self at like arm's length. Like you haven't been letting your authentic self out. You haven't been walking the path you're supposed to be walking. You've just kind of been just baby stepping here and there because you've been in this intense shadow work. But the thing about it is when they come back in, you're going to have this aha moment that we all go through after we've been doing some intense shadow work for a while, as in like, oh my God, I'm actually healed. This is fantastic. Or I've healed this part. I've taken care of this part. And surrendering, there we go, there it is. Surrendering that shadow work as being completed, that aspect is completed, is going to allow you to be on this amazing path going forward. So this person coming back into your life is a good thing, but not because they're supposed to stay in your life. It's a good thing because they're going to show you where you are way more healed than you realized you were. So let them come in, let that come out, and then they're going to exit again. The thing I love about it is that the authentic self here at the end is you taking off all of the masks that you've put on since this person left to begin with. It's like coming out of your chrysalis, being the beautiful butterfly now. And I think you've been stuck in the chrysalis for a little bit, so they're like the catalyst to push you out of it. I hope that makes sense. All right, Miss Tiffany. Is that you, Claudine? Not all who wander. Thank you for the bracelets. I love your face right back. Hey, Starlight. How are you, honey? Gotcha. How you been? Oh, thank you, Millennium. I appreciate that. I not only redid the bottom of my hair today, but I cut my hair too. It needed it. It was time. It was time. All right. I was cold enough. My feet were cold, and now I'm going to die. I'm sweaty. All right. I'm so sorry you're a bit down today, honey. All right. Miss Tiffany. Maybe Bear just wanted me to turn the music off because he stopped growling when I turned the music off. I feel like it got really, really quiet. I'm just saying. Just saying. You start off with the Golden Empress, which is magnetism and confidence and potency. And then you have Stranger, which is curiosity. Then you have the Hollow Bone, if I can pick it up, which is teachability. And then you have the Garden of Venus, which is rest and renewal. So here's what's up with this. With 2024 rolling in, and I believe that this probably started more around the winter solstice before Christmas. But with 2024 rolling in, you have had this, it's not a jolt of energy. It's almost like some insane personal power stepped in. And it's got you looking at everything like you've never seen some of this stuff before. Things that you've done for years, you're suddenly looking at like, oh man, that's really cool. Like, I do that? It's almost like you are a different version of you and you don't remember half of the stuff that you've been learning, doing, etc. So now you're diving into all of these things that you were super curious about like 3 years ago. And you're learning so much more just by going back over some of the old books, the old videos, the old articles, all of the things that you delved into before. I knew I was going to yawn again. I knew it was coming. So here's what I'm going to say about this. A, this is utterly fucking fantastic. Because you gaining this new confidence in yourself and you diving back into all of the amazing things that you used to know, that you learned, and learning more towards those foundations is only going to make you stronger. There is a warning though, okay? because the rest and renewal card over here, please make sure that you take time for you, because this Golden Empress card right here is also all about the me day, the me care, not just self-care, but me care. Okay. The Golden Empress is someone that is a little spoiled. People bring things to this woman. People wait on her. People do things for her. Do that for yourself. Does that make sense? Do that for yourself. Order things to be delivered to you. Buy yourself flowers. Make your space prettier. Make your space your space. But take time for you. Period. You have to. With delving into these things all over again, you're going to do exactly what you did 3 years ago and be just an amazing. You remember when you started and you started really delving down this path and you want to learn all the things all at once. And when you learn all the things all at once, it's like your brain gets super smart really quickly. That's what's going to happen again. But you have to take the time this time to pause and rest and so on. So I'm going to say at least once a week, okay? At least once a week. You need to take a Golden Empress Day. You literally need to take a Golden Empress Day for you. And it's up to you if you let someone else come along, but I'm going to say no for you. And a little bit every single day, you have to have some of this time. You have no idea just what like buying yourself flowers will do. Things like that. Treat yourself the way that this woman is supposed to be treated. Do you see what I'm saying? And I saw you say that you do everything for everybody else, like you are that Leo. I understand that. I totally understand that. It tells me that you have way too many other people that depend on you. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but they need to know that you are an amazing person too, and you need to be a little spoiled as well. So you need Golden Empress time a little bit every day, even if it's just like, hey, I am locking myself in the bathroom. I'm going to take a nice hot shower, a nice hot bath, and y'all leave me the fuck alone. And put you a big old bath bomb in there or a shower bomb, whatever the hell it is that you want to do. You need Golden Empress time for Tiffany, okay? And if they have a problem with it, you send them my way. I got you, okay? I got you. All right? But I'm excited for you because when you delve back down all these rabbit holes, your foundation is going to get so much stronger. So much stronger. Hey, Salty. How are you, sweet pea? You are so welcome, sweetheart. I can't wait to see in just a couple of months. I can't wait to see the Tiffany that comes out. Does that make sense? I'm just saying. I'm just saying what I'm saying. For those of you guys asking, this right here is the Mausolea deck, not Mausoleum, Mausolea. This one right here is the Shaman's Dream Oracle, and they are two of my favorite decks. I read with them a lot. All right, and it's Allison Rentals. Y'all are all getting new names tonight. You didn't know that, did you? They were. Salty, how was yours? How was yours? Oh, no. Were you not feeling good? Go to area 15. What's area 15? I have tickets for Meow Wolf on Saturday or Sunday, and I can't wait. I cannot wait. I do use the Witch's Wisdom Oracle deck. I haven't in a while, but yeah, I've had that deck for 3 years. 3 years, over 3 years. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's a really good deck. Is it your birthday? What did I miss? What did I miss? What did I look down and miss? Aw, I'm sorry you're sick, but happy birthday. Happy birthday for tomorrow. My birthday is Friday, so high five for the Capricorns. High five for the Capricorns. Happy birthday, Crystal. Yep. So yours is the 8th. So tomorrow. So yeah. Thank you, Kay. Everybody, all the birthday people, it's birthday week for everybody. It's like we're just all having birthdays this week. Yeah, we're just all having birthdays this week. Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'll be able to, Moon Dragon, but we'll try. Yeah, look, all the cappies. All the cappies. All right, Miss Allison Reynolds with no T. I had to wait and make sure I had the no blah, 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 blah thing going on. I love you too. Thank you, sweetheart. So you start off with the matriarch, which is rejection, opportunities, and consequences. Then you have the benefactor, which is grace and curiosity. Why am I yawning so damn much? Like, I slept in this morning. I've had a nice, calm, relaxing day. Well, I've done a lot, but still, for me, a relaxing day. You also have the overflow card, which is overwhelm and plenty. And then you have the hollow bone, which is teachability. You have some people around you that are really, really paying attention and looking forward to every move you make. And I said looking forward, not watching. Does that make sense? You have made such an intense change lately. And not just telling people, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. You have made an intense change. And you have become this amazing new version of yourself. With it, you have eyes watching you, whether it's small eyes or big eyes or whatever. But you have people watching. With them watching you, you've become more gracious than you realize you have. I don't think you realize how closely they're watching you. As you've made this big change and as you become more gracious, as you become more generous, abundance is starting to flow in. And I'm going to say to open up and pay attention a little bit, because when we get in a rut for so long, even when we do have abundance coming in, thank you, KLP. Thank you, Salty. I appreciate it. What area of the country are you in, Salty? When we get overwhelmed for so long, we don't realize that when abundance comes in, it's actually come in. Does that make sense? It's almost like we could get handed a $10,000 check and immediately we think about, well, it's already gone. Do you see what I'm saying? In the South right now? Okay. I haven't planned out the rest of my year yet, but yeah, if I ever come around your neck of the woods, you'll have to let me take you to lunch or something. You have so much abundance coming in and starting to flow in, starting to come in like faster and faster and faster and faster. And it seems just overwhelming. Like you seem like you're overwhelmed. South Australia for you. I mean, I'm sure that we could figure out me coming to South Australia. I may not ever come home, but, but yeah. It just seems like it's overwhelming. There's so much abundance coming in, it's overwhelming. So you're not seeing all of the actual abundance. So I would love for you to kind of just take a step away from it for a moment and just look really carefully, because you've made such an intense change with you, and all of these people are watching. The people that are watching, you are teaching them how to make their life better. Okay? You'll be in Denver in April. You're teaching them how to make their life better. Literally by being you. There you are, Miss Allison. I knew I saw you all ago. I want you... This is going to be easy and hard at the same time, okay? If you were to step back and you were to look at things, all of the things right now that are overwhelming you, and you were to put them like very coldly, very logically into a spreadsheet. You know, like, okay, you know, new boss, new coworker, projects at the job, kids. You know what I mean? Like if you were to look at everything that was overwhelming you, and then all of the new things that had come in that were overwhelming you, and look at it in a spreadsheet. You know, and I'm saying spreadsheet. I'm not saying go make a spreadsheet. The reason I say spreadsheet is because that is like one of the most boring, cold, logical things I could think of. Like when you look something in a damn spreadsheet, it's just like you kind of want to go, oh. You see what I'm saying? So when I say that, it's because I want you to look at it very logically. When you look at everything that's been overwhelming you, it's going to show you where there's a lot of abundance that has suddenly come into your life. Thank you, kitten. How are you? And when it comes into your life, it's just so much that's overwhelmed. By using that grace and that generosity that you've gained lately, you can easily turn those overwhelmed feelings into amazing abundance. I don't think you realize how many people you are changing their whole path just from this intensity of you being you. They're watching you so closely and they see the change, they see the shift, they see all of the amazing things that you're doing and that's coming in. You're changing their path and you don't even know. You don't even know. And when I say several people, I mean like 5 or 6. Like 5 or 6. Hey, Shell. Christine or... I don't know which one's my moderator. Christine or Tiff. Can you go in and look? Can you send a message, Shell? Yeah. Yeah, if you'll send one right now, I'll make sure that they're here. Yeah, if you guys don't send anything by email, because my email, it's just a catch-all. So yeah. Please don't send anything to the email. All day, every day being watched. Yeah. You're changing other people around you and you don't even realize it. You don't even realize it. Okay? Just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep being who you are. Keep going through this shift. Keep going through this change. Take a look at all of that overwhelming stuff that's going on. You're changing other people around you without even knowing it. Okay? We'll get some rest, Miss Sheila. Yeah. Thank you, Sog. How are you? It's going to be around you, just so you know. Okay? Doc, where are you? I'm just going to be hot. I'm just going to be hot. It just is what it is. Because the temperature here is dropping. It's supposed to be nasty, rainy, snowy possibly all day tomorrow. And it just is. It is stupid. It is stupid. Let's say that. It is stupid. So, yeah. Good night, Binksy, honey. Woo, okay. That's what I needed. Okay. So even though these first two anchor cards are right side up and I can see them, these other ones are upside down, except this one flew out where I could see it. And we're going to talk about it first. Because this is the dream thief and this is the refusal of the call. The thing is this, because I know you, I don't think that you are refusing to walk down the path you're supposed to walk. I think that either there is something missing or someone has made something has been taken. It's like playing Jenga. And, you know, right when you have the tower all set up and it's nice and pretty and square, but somebody has taken a thing out. Somebody has already taken a thing out, and that one thing, you need to anchor everything else in. So it's like, I fully appreciate how well this fucking heater works, but we're going to do this. I haven't even turned the rest of these over. Out comes the Ouija board blanket. Yeah. Better. Your two anchor cards are sideways as well. It's like somebody, whatever, has taken a little snippet of this. So you can't fully step onto the path. It's like they've taken one of your shoes. So you can't go outside and walk. Like, it's just that. So over here sideways, you have the ageless, which is healing, graciousness, and acceptance. And it's sideways. Then you also have the red shepherd, which is just reward and evaluation. Treasures hidden in the shadows. Okay. So you have treasures hidden in the shadows, the will-o'-the-wisp, the refusal of the call. Then over here, you have the magician's sword, which is confidence in your magic. And then you have revelation, which is underneath it. Doc, you're way stronger. Both of those have a 7 in them, by the way. You are way stronger than you realize that you are. You're way stronger than you realize that you are. And not only... Is somebody fucking with you? Like, is that what this is? Because that's what I feel like this is. That's what I feel like this is. That there is something that's been done to kind of bind you up, slow you down, whatever it is. Okay. This Magician Sword card over here, the confidence in your magic. I would just blast your area clean. I would literally blast your area clean. However you feel you need to do so. Just an explosion of white light. Let it clear everything, because whoever this is has placed this little bitty tiny thing, this little thorn of self-confidence, in your self-confidence. They have placed this little tiny like chip in there. And with that chip, it's made it to where instead of you being this confident powerhouse that you've been, you're overthinking, and you're starting to step back and go, well, maybe that's not it. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe that's not what that's saying. Like, you're starting to overthink everything. I would literally just clear everything. Take a couple of days and clear everything out. The new moon is Thursday. Clear everything out. There's a revelation in there. As you're clearing everything out, I think you're going to see exactly what it is that's holding you back, where that thorn is. I actually feel sorry for whoever this is. Yeah, that's... I think it's funny I said that as it popped up. I feel sorry for whoever this is. Like, I don't. I actually don't. I don't. They did it to them. They did it to their damn selves. You've learned a lot on your shadow work journey. A lot. Because as you've delved down this shadow work aspect of yourself, you've learned a lot about yourself. You've learned about your own personal power, your own gifts, etc. Like, I don't feel sorry for them one fucking bit. I don't. But here's something I feel like I need to point out to you. You are not the only one they have done this to. Keep that in mind. And they will continue to do it. So, I'm just saying what I'm saying. I'm just saying what I'm saying. It's almost as if they have that little thorn in there. They are continuing to erode your confidence, and they're siphoning off whatever they need to siphon, and they're doing it to multiple people at the same time. I'm just saying what I'm saying. You're welcome, sweetheart. You're welcome. I was trying to figure out a way that I could take that staff that you made me with me on this trip, because we're going to be doing a lot of hiking and going to a lot of places. So I'm trying to figure out if I can get it to fit in the car. Just saying. I really do love that thing. You put so much work into that, and it's so pretty and so badass. And the little metal plate at the bottom, like all the things. Y'all, Doc made me this fucking staff that is just, it's just phenomenal. Like, it is just so damn cool. It even has like a bone handle on it. There's a hand sewn little leather bag of herbs. Like, it's just gorgeous. If you guys come to the shop, ask to see it. Ask to see it if I'm there. Ask to see it, because it's phenomenal. It's so phenomenal. I can't even tell you. How long did it take you to make that, Doc? When it arrived, I was like, I don't know if I should open this. Like, I don't know. This could be a whole fucking person in here. Like, I don't know what's going on. I mean, because you worked for a while on that. About a month to find the stuff. It's beautiful, y'all. It has a horn on the top. Like, I mean, it just... Yeah. Yeah, it's so gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. It stays up in the front of the shop. It was Krampus's. I loaned it to Krampus so he could have his stick to beat the kids with. Just letting you know. I mean, with a horn on the top, it was perfect for Krampus. I'm just letting you know. All right, Miss Suzanne, are you ready? By the way, KLP, how are you? Hey, Courtney. I go to Posh Nails here in Tulsa. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do before I leave. I'm getting them done again this weekend before I leave. There's Miss Suzanne. All right. So you also start off with Morgan Le Fay, which is growth and atonement and deceit. Good. I'm so glad, sweetie. I had a couple of your videos come across my For You page this morning. Like, I did that, like, let's wake up and sleepily go through the phone. And there's your pretty little face. I'm not so much worried about the deceit here. Because you have two cards here, 48 and 38, and they came out like this. So the top card is surrender, and the bottom card is the authentic self. And then over here, number 11, you have deep quiet. Cruising in the flow. I guess I didn't realize you were in South Australia. I don't know why. I didn't realize you were in South Australia. And I did see you say something about the spiders there. Before I had my oldest son, I actually looked at coming down there to teach English, like to go to the Philippines and teach English. And the fucking huntsman spider is what kept me from going. I am not going to lie. When I saw that bitch can bite through work boots, no ma'am. No ma'am. No. Not that a rattlesnake here can't do the same fucking thing, but mm-mm. So yeah, I just want you to know that one fucking spider ruined it for me. Good night, Chris. I know they're not that bad, but yeah, you know, when I was younger, that it was that bad. Yeah. Oh no, I've already looked at the spiders there. Yeah. All right, Miss Suzanne. I have a feeling this is about the situation that I've read for you about multiple times at work. Whatever this is going on. Like, I legit just want to, at this point, just come down there and throat punch people for you. Because I feel like there's a peg that needs to get removed, but it's like we can't find the fucking peg. And I feel like this is just reiterating the same thing over and over. And it's, you know, surrendering, being your authentic self, taking time for quiet and stillness. There we go. The Herald of Change. Fucking thank you. What? I need to know what it is. Connectivity and the Divine Matrix. Okay. Okay. I think there is actually a change coming, and Okay. Continue to be yourself. Continue to be very authentic. Continue to do all of the things that you're doing. And continue to just... The people that are involved in this situation, let them do it. You know what I mean? Just let them... Yeah. Let them do whatever the fuck they're doing. You just kind of keep quiet. Keep your head down and be still. Because when I was like, okay, I feel like there's a pin that needs to be removed. So all of this, it's like having this really cool little metal statue and it's held by one pin. And if the one pin is pulled out, everything crashes. Like, that's what I feel is fixing to happen, especially with this right here. Because whenever I was like, what is going on? Like, why do I feel like I'm telling you to do the same thing over and over and over and over? I pulled out the Herald of Change, okay? The Herald of Change. Then these two came out together. This is the Jeweled Web connectivity and the Divine Matrix underneath it, okay? Like that. Notice how dark the colors got there real quick. I have a feeling that you're almost at the end of this ordeal, but you've still got to just be the authentic Suzanne and just keep your head down, do your work, and let them do whatever the fuck they're doing. Let them do whatever the fuck they're doing over there. Because you're connected to the right people. You're connected in the way you're supposed to be connected at work. So the Divine Matrix has already got you protected. I'm sorry that I'm having to tell you the same thing. Like, just keep your head down and just be quiet. Keep letting them be fucking stupid over there. But the fact that the Herald of Change and these came out, this makes me happy. Because I've been reading for you for this situation for 6 months? Like since last summer? 8 months? Since last summer. Like it's getting ridiculous at this moment. In this moment. At this time. Whatever, you knew what I was saying. After it came out of my face, I was like, that sounded really bad. Good. I have a feeling there's a massive change coming. A massive change coming. And whatever the situation is over here, be glad that you're over here. It's almost like whoever's ivory tower that they're living in is about to crumble. And I think right now you're far enough away that the debris is not going to hit you. Just saying. Just saying. Thank you for muting that person. I appreciate it. It's been 8 months, hasn't it? It's been last summer, right? I feel like that's when all that started. We may need to block that one, Sass. I'm so sorry, honey. Yeah, I think that's probably a fake account. Like a scam account. To be honest. It's getting pretty bad when I'm recognizing, bit my tongue, a scam account by what they say when they come in. Okay, cool. How are you, Miss Kim? Suzanne, I can't wait until that tower crumbles and all the debris settles, and I just can't wait. I'm going to see you over there sipping your tea. You know you're going to have to tell us. You know you're going to have to come on and be like, bitches, guess what happened? We'll send you some celebration tea. I'll send you some celebration tea. That is exactly what I've got. It's peppermint tea. Actually, I have mint medley. I love mint tea. I got hooked for a little bit on lemon ginger. Congratulations, Marshmallow. Oh, Miss Ashley, how are you, sweetheart? How are you holding up? How are you doing? What can we do for you? What can we do? Thank you, Michael. Congratulations, Holly. You're so welcome, Miss Suzanne. Aw. Well, I love your face, sweetheart. I'm glad you're doing okay. I'm glad you're doing okay. All right, Miss Kim. Ready? I love peanuts. If it wasn't for peanuts right now. Okay. So you got an interesting situation fixing to come up. First, you have the Poet of Avalon, which is fame and stagnation and pride. Then you have the Caterpillar, which is opportunity. So you have a very big opportunity that's fixing to come your way, okay? It's a good thing. It's something I think that you've been hoping for, but it's better than what you hoped for. But that's where it gets interesting. When this opportunity pops up, it's like, here it is, but we got to wait for just a little bit. I don't know if that makes sense, but like, it's almost like finding the perfect house to buy, but you can't close for 6 months. I hope that makes sense. Here's why I say that, because these cards right here, they came out like this all together. The very first one is gestation period. It's the waiting. The second one underneath that is the drifter, like experiencing life as it comes. And then the one underneath that is spiritual narcolepsy, which is just kind of a pause. All of those talk about just going with the flow and a pause. I also have a feeling that this opportunity that's coming your way is something that you've been manifesting, that you've been wanting, that you've been pushing for. So I don't understand. Oh, it's one of these. I don't understand why the pause. You know what I mean? No, that's too many. I have a feeling the pause is because of a person. That's why I picked up this deck. Okay, that makes more sense. I was worried that it was something like, not malicious, but somebody just being a dick, but it's not. Because the card that pulled out is the Thinker. There's another one I'm fixing to pull it out too. Is the Thinker. So when this situation comes up, when this opportunity comes up, it's way bigger than you expected it to be. And there's somebody involved in it. It's like they need to look at it first. Does that make sense? Like they're going to read over all of that house contract before you close. Like they're there to protect you. So when you have somebody that's like, okay, hang on, let's just kind of go through this a little bit first. Let's think about this. Let's look through this. It's like they're trying to dot all of the I's and cross all of the T's for you to make sure everything is okay. But this one, of course, it's the Morgan. Whoever this Thinker is, thank you, Miss Angie. Whoever this Thinker is, they're on your side completely 100%. It's going to seem like they're trying to hold things up. They're not. Whoever this card represents right here, whoever the Morgan represents, this is someone who is working in opposition. Just so you know, they're working in a lot of opposition to you. They might not seem like it. They're either working very quietly in opposition, or they're being nice to your face and then being, doing it behind your back. What the hell, Kim? This is a lot. So it's like, even though you're getting this opportunity, even though this is coming exactly as you asked for it, it's still going to be a minute. Okay? I hope that makes sense. I'm watching for you to pop up and see if you understand what I'm talking about here. You need to learn. We all need to learn patience. Like, I realized today it's something else. It's something I got to work on. I was doing real good for a real long time, but not now. But does this make sense? Because I have a feeling that this opportunity thing, like, okay. Do you understand what I'm talking about, though, with this, the opportunity and the two people here? Whoever this opposition is, it is a woman. Okay. So you understand this. Gotcha. Okay. That's what I wanted to make sure. That's what I wanted to make sure, that you understand this. Yeah, the opposition, this is a woman that's doing this. Tiffany knows patience. I love you, Tiff. But yeah, let the thinker help. Okay, let the thinker help you. And know that this lady, she's... I don't feel like she's being nice to your face and like going behind your back. I feel like she's just very quietly doing everything she can to oppose the situation. She's throwing every single wrench she can in there. Every single one. Just so you know. I'm sorry, my friend. Do you need us to, like, just throat punch somebody for you? Like... Well, good, Sarah. That means that it worked. Miss Emily, you are next. I'm waiting for this to refresh. It's taken forever and a year. Apparently, we have made the look at my videos people not happy. They keep coming back in. Make sure I have my deck right side up. All right. Miss Emily. That was a lot. Kim, I'm so sorry. Okay. So you had this card right here that flipped over before I ever turned anything else over. We're going to talk about it first. This is the Straddling Between Realms card. The Straddling Between Realms card. And I'm going to set it up here. Because over here you have Nyx, which is secrets and vigilance. Then you have the Sky Bridge, which is possibility for a union. And you have experiencing life as it comes. And I'm going to draw one more because that straddling between realms is really interesting right there. Wandering between realms, excuse me. Straddling world. Transmuting pain. Okay, got you. Okay, and apparently the Divine Matrix is sideways over here because it fell out of the deck as I was putting the deck down. So, Miss Emily. I don't know if you're here or not, but... Oh, yes, Marshmallow. What'd they say? Yeah, Suzanne, yeah. It's what you needed to know. Okay. Okay, good. I'm glad. I'm glad I could help. Because I was like, God damn, that sucks. You know, I'm like, this lady is not nice. Like, whatever she's doing. So, oh, thank you for that, Kim. That one's so pretty. Yeah, send me a PM because, yeah. I'm sorry, Kim. And thank you for the meteors. So, Emily, let's talk about this first. And I don't know if you're here. I have kind of a weird question. I don't know. Anyway. Wandering between realms, it tells me that you have some crazy intensive gift that has popped up. Yay, there you are. You have some kind of crazy gift that has popped up. I have a feeling that this is a new one. Like, this is one that you did not have as a kid. It just was like, here we are. So my question kind of is this, because I don't think that this is something, it's not something you were expecting. It's not something you were working on. It's not something that you were manifesting. You're like, oh, I want to learn to do this or whatever. Thank you, Miss Suzanne. This is actually something, it has to do with your head. So I don't know if you knocked yourself silly lately. I don't know if you have intensive migraines or something and they've shifted lately. Something has happened physically with you that has caused this gift to go and pop up. It's almost like you somehow got a key and unlocked it and it just opened. I hope that made sense. The other aspect, all of this down here, is that because of this gift popping up, whenever we have a new gift pop up, we all always feel crazy. Just so you know. We all always feel crazy. Like every time some new gift pops up, or every time a gift gets stronger or whatever, every single one of us is like, oh God, they're going to come get me in the paddy wagon with the white jacket and the grippy socks. Like we figure it's, yeah. Okay, good. So you understand what I'm saying. Trust me, I completely understand. I think everybody here understands. Everybody here understands. Right now, whatever it is going on with you physically, like with your head, whether it's headaches or whatever. See, I want to point out this. Notice that there's the moon up here. Come on, man. All right, fine. And the big moon on this one, okay? This one's reaching up toward it. This one's standing in front of it. Just, take care of you, okay? First and foremost, take care of you. Make sure that whatever this is just something small, that it's just headaches or whatever's going on. Physically take care of you first, okay? All of this other stuff down here, every single one of these cards, these two have a 2 in them, 52 and 22. Then you have 47, 14, and 24, like 4, 4, 4. And 4 cards down here too. You have a lot of things. With these right here, there's a lot of things that you're going to see, know, feel, hear, etc. All of your clairs are working like through the roof. And you can't really tell anybody right now. You kind of can't say anything. You're in a watcher mode, if that makes sense. When we get put in a watcher mode, it's like just watching everything going on around us. It's taking notes, writing down details, creating a paper trail, like all of those things. So consider yourself like the universe's, the secretary for the Universal Council. There we go. How about that? Because the secretary in a group is the one that takes all the notes that, you know, pays attention to all the meetings, everything like that. They don't talk a lot, but they see everything, okay? Be making notes. Be paying attention. All of these little, like, numbers that are popping up, like all the 4s with 4 cards, 2 with 2 cards. You see what I'm saying? Like, all of these little signs that are popping up. Is for a reason. It's for a very big, very intense reason. But right now, it's not time to talk about it with anyone. It's not time to share the notes. No one needs the meeting notes yet, but they will. Even having the divine mushroom, or the galactic mushroom, the divine the divine matrix sideways over here. It's kind of like you're in a pause while you're watching. You haven't seen what you needed to see yet. I have a feeling when whatever it is you're waiting for, whatever it is you're waiting to see, when that happens, like, it's going to be a crazy shoot fast forward. So, anyone's going to yawn. Just kind of be the wanderer. Be the watcher. Wander between the realms. Look at all the signs, pay attention to them, write them down, whatever helps you remember them, if that makes sense. But definitely make sure that you're good. You know what I mean? Just make sure you're good. I don't think anything bad, but I always recommend when somebody has something going on with their noggin, like, please, 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 like, better safe than sorry, you know? 4 is a very powerful number. 4 is a very powerful number for you right now. Thank you for that. So, know that when this opens up, it's like a rocket ship. There is no stopping it once it's set in motion. It's like somebody lit the stick of dynamite and didn't even say 1, 2, 3. So you're not even going to get a warning. So pay attention to every little sign, everything that's going on. I have a feeling that by paying attention to everything that's going on, all the little bitty things, you're going to actually see the bigger picture before it starts. So it's like somebody's giving you the inside scoop, like, hey, I'm going to light the dynamite in an hour. Does that make sense? It's like they're going to give you the inside scoop. You're not crazy. You're not crazy. Okay? Okay? So, I have 20 this evening, so I am at my max capacity. Otherwise, I would. I'm at max capacity this evening. Does that make sense, Emily, honey? And I'm sorry that you're going through this where you feel like you need a grippy sock vacation. Just come hang out with us. We all feel like we need grippy sock vacations here. Yeah, just watch. Just watch and wait. Like I said, all of those signs are going to give you the inside scoop before the dynamite is lit. So yeah. You're very welcome, sweetheart. Get your head checked out. Make sure you're okay, all right? This is the Grippy Sock Support Group. I will say this. Do you have headaches, Emily? Do you have migraines like some of the rest of us do? How many of you guys, you get them when you're stressed? Gotcha. I'm so sorry, honey. I feel bad for anybody that gets headaches. Like, I get them. All right, Miss Rebecca, I'm drawing cards for you. Yeah. Oh, the ocular ones. Ugh. I get those as well. I had a nasty one. How many of you guys' headaches have changed lately? I know the chat's fixing to blow up when I say that. Y'all thought you were alone, didn't you? See? Y'all thought you were alone, didn't you? So I've had migraines since I was 19. I will be 47 on Friday. And mine are always like a mohawk or the back of my head, right? I had a migraine this last week. Yeah, almost week. It started like last Wednesday or Thursday, and it was like this part of my head hurt like a motherfucker, and I couldn't hardly see out of this eye. I kept like doing that, trying to blink, and I had the Bell's palsy thing going on, but it was a slant. I have never had that behind, not like that. Like, I've had them across my eyes. I get the ocular ones, like, you know, this was different. This was different. Your migraines are causing dizzy spells. Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. Did you guys know that I love that you mentioned migraines and epilepsy. Did you know that migraines and epilepsy go hand in hand, and sometimes seizures can cause migraines and migraines can cause seizures? And if you have epilepsy, like, I want to say you're 60 something percent more likely to have, I can't remember the exact percentage, it's 60 something. You're 60% more likely to have migraines. It's insane. It's crazy. Yeah, I fell down that whole big old rabbit hole. You're welcome. All right, Miss Rebecca. All right. Rebecca, Leann, April, Sylvie, Virginia, Olivia, is it Kea? And then Eric. Last but not least is Eric. All right. Ready? This is Miss Rebecca. So you start off with the Prince, which is the forgotten adversary, and it is sorrow, lost valor. You also have the whale song, which is resonating. Then you have spiritual narcolepsy and the power of community. So I don't know what it is that has you really, really just sad lately. It's like that melancholy kind of sad where you're sad, you know you're sad, you know there's a reason why you're sad, but at the same time, like, you see everything going into motion, all the serendipity, all of the interconnectivity, etc. And every little thing, every little sign is resonating with you. Like, I'll bet you're scrolling through TikTok and every single video is like, this is for me. This is for me. Hey, sweetheart, did you just wake up? You must have woke up on the couch. I hope that you're going to bed. That's so funny. Well, I love you, and I hope you sleep well. I love that you fall asleep on the couch. It's kind of cute. So, there we go. Now they're going to make fun of me for fucking blushing when you came in here. I just want you to know that. Anyway, all right. So, Miss Rebecca. I love you, sweetheart. We have a lunch date tomorrow. I have a hot lunch date tomorrow. I just want you guys to know that. Don't tell anybody. That's just between me and 500 of my closest friends. Yeah. We have a lunch date. Just saying what I'm saying. So. Miss Rebecca. Stop it. See, I knew y'all were going to make fun. I knew y'all were going to make fun of me. Oh. So, Miss Rebecca, whatever's going on with this serendipity and whatever's going on with, yes, stop it. Whatever's going on with you, seeing all of the interconnectivity and all of the things. even though you've got like this intense kind of sadness, this melancholy in there, I can't quit it. This melancholy in there, every single thing that's going on is resonating with you right now. Every single tiny thing is resonating with you. You feel like you can't connect. You feel like you're out. You feel like you can't get anything done. At the same time, it's so funny. It's like you can see everything, you can hear everything, you can smell everything, but you can't feel it. It's like all of these things, but not this. Okay. So I drew the beloved card, which is radical acceptance, but the one that flung out over here is reconciliation. There is something, and to be honest, I think that it is with another person. I don't think that this is like making up and getting them back in your life. I think that this is either you letting go of something you're holding on to, or actually speaking to this person and either coming to terms with it, working it out, whatever it is, there is some reconciliation that has to be made before you can get out of this melancholy, before you're out of this spiritual narcolepsy that's going on. Being that the radical acceptance is right there as well. Okay, good. I looked up just in time to see you there. Being that the radical acceptance, the beloved card is there as well, there is something in you that has to shift too. So I don't know if this is like something you've been holding on to, or I don't know, maybe you didn't get to say goodbye. Maybe you didn't get to the closure you needed. I have a feeling that it's closure that you need to move forward. Why do I keep doing this? I don't know why I keep doing that. It's closure that you need. So I'm so glad that I saw that you were like, I think I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay. So yeah. I'm glad that I could help you with that. I wish I could give you more. I don't know if I can, but we're going to try. Of course not. Teachability, beginners. Okay. Now you're just being a jerk. It's a moment you have to work through. I got teachability, beginner's mind, and the divine feminine. It's a moment that you have to work through. There is, every single card here is 2 or 6. I'm just letting you know. There's a 9, but 2 or 6. 2 or 6. Okay, I understand. So you understand the divine feminine, the cosmic. Okay. So every bit of this makes sense. I'm sorry that you lost her, honey. I'm so sorry. Yeah. I'm so sorry. Yeah, my mom had an aneurysm, so she just was here and then gone. So I do absolutely understand. I really, really do, honey. So I'm glad that you come and hang out, because I mean, it's hard. It's hard. I've lost friends to cancer that, it's coming. It doesn't make it any easier, but it's coming. Do you know what I mean? So when you lose somebody like that, when you lose somebody so quickly, it's so, I don't know, it's just jarring in a way that you can't explain. So I'm really sorry. So yeah, there is never an easy way to lose someone. So the shock of losing someone so fast can just, it can just jar you like that. So I'm so sorry, Rebecca, honey. Well, please come and just hang out anytime you want. I know you do. I know I see you in here a little bit. So yeah, just come hang out. Okay? Just come sit. Just hang. So yeah. Too many of us here understand, unfortunately. Too many of us here understand. Oh, I'm so sorry, Adam, honey. Miss Leann. Kept pulling my own hair. I'm so sorry, Lila. Lots of ones. 21, 14, 61. You have a really important decision that you are trying to make. So I'm going to point this out again here in a minute, but I pointed it out right now. So, yeah. There are things coming full circle. There's lots of circles in here. There are things coming full circle. You start off with Danu, which is the mother of creation. And then you have the first breath, which is the beginner's mind. Notice all the circles. Then you have the drifter and experiencing life as it comes. And then you have the whale song and resonating. 1, 1, 1. So you have a really big decision that you're trying to make. And you're kind of fighting with yourself over it right now because there's the decision that you want to make and there's the decision that you should make. $31. And that didn't help me at all. The universe is your partner and the fates. At least not another one, but everything is a 1. More circles. Here's the thing. My eyes keep getting drawn back to this drifter card, experiencing life as it comes. Earlier, I told somebody about making a decision that no decision is still a decision. With having the fate card there and having the universe as your partner card, I'm going to say for right now, don't make a decision. Don't make a decision. Just be the drifter. Just experience everything as it comes. Thank you, Caesar. Look at everything around you with a brand new light. Okay? Look at it as if you were experiencing that for the first time. You were driving that road for the first time. You're walking in your house for the first time. You are climbing in your bed for the first time. You're going to work for the first time. You see what I'm saying? Look at things like that for just a minute. Not because I'm not going to say I want you to look at things like you're doing it for the first time so you can appreciate everything. I don't want you to look at it like that. I want you to look at it as if you're doing it for the first time to see what really matters to you, what really is resonating with you. Some things you're going to be kind of in awe of, and then other things you're going to go, why the fuck am I doing this? The universe is going to show you exactly what it is that you need to do, where you're supposed to be. Okay? And I think that it's already written what you're supposed to do, and it's going to happen one way or the other. So for right now, Don't make a decision. Don't stress and don't make a decision. Now, I know don't stress doesn't make it any better, but just be the drifter. Look at everything with a brand new mind. And like I said, there are circles everywhere in this. Everything is going to come full circle. I know that is not the answer you wanted. I know in no way is that the answer you wanted. But no decision is still a decision. And by kind of seeing what's going to happen, like I said, every card here has the number 1 in it except the fate card, which is 49. I love you right back. But you know that. Yeah. I think just by looking at everything like this is the first time you're ever doing any of that, I think it's going to give you a very unique perspective on the decision. Okay? Did that help again? Or did that make it worse? How are you feeling, by the way? I know everybody's been sick lately. Tiff's been sick. Leann's been sick. All right, Miss April Williams. So all the sigils have been sent out. Oh my goodness, Suzanne. I'm so sorry, honey. And here we go with the fucking numbers again. 32, 62, 55. I miss your face too, sweetheart. A lot. My tea got cold. My tea got cold. Oh, hey, okay. Will you send a message and we'll get it sent to you. We'll get it sent back to you. Because, yeah. So, Christine is on it. She sent all of them out. So, it may not, we may have sent it to the wrong email or it may have gone to your junk mail. All right, Miss April. You start off with the ageless, which is healing, graciousness, and acceptance. Then you have the jeweled web, which is connectivity, 32. You have the will o' the wisp, which is treasures hidden in the shadow, 62. No. Just send it to the site. And that way they'll make sure they get it. Man. And then you have the farthest gate, which is a bold step forward, 55. And the heater. April, wow, the Schumann just hit 77%. That's why everybody's anxiety has been through the fucking roof today. Holy shit balls. That's what's going on right now. It's been calm. So those of you guys that are super sensitive to energy, this is why you felt the energy shift a while ago, because this was on its way. It's going to be a rough night. Because there's no real warning. It's just bam. Rude is right. Sorry, April. I'm just like, yeah, that's a massive fucking spike. This is the Schumann resonances. Yeah. Yes, Jimmy, yes. That's funny, Juice. No, the Schumann resonances is a measure of the Earth's heartbeat. So everything affects it. Lightning storms, solar flares, seismic activity. Excuse me, all of that stuff affects it. We've had a fuck ton of solar flares, like the sun is absolutely a fucking sugared up toddler in Walmart throwing a fit over a toy. Like, it is so bad. But it is what it is. The Schumann usually we get a little bit of warning before it starts to ramp up like that. It usually ramps up, not just bam, here it is. So, that's why all of us were feeling like that earlier. Yeah, you will totally feel effects from it. So here's why. As human beings, we are used to the Schumann, the Earth's heartbeat, being between 7.2 and 7.4 hertz. Like, that's what makes us happy. That's what makes dogs happy, cats happy, plants happy, lions happy, all the things, every living thing on Earth. We're used to that frequency. When it jumps up, let's see here. Okay. So, I don't know why it's black over here, but I'm just showing you this. So, this is the norm. It's usually right about in here. Okay? That's why you see this, the green. That's why you see that. Okay? That's normal. So, this thing only goes up to 40. It only goes up to 40. So, if it's been normal and then did that, spiked way the fuck up there like that, that's a lot. That's a massive difference. You absolutely can, Eric. Yes, yes, yes. You absolutely can. I will make sure I get it posted out this evening. But when it spikes like that, think about if you were walking in a pool. You're walking in a swimming pool, okay? And it's only like 2 feet deep. You know, right about your knees. And the water's nice and warm and comforting. And you're just walking along. And then all of a sudden it's 12 feet deep. And you just straight down. You see what I'm saying? The CIA actually has done a lot of research about solar flares, frequencies, and all that stuff. People that are very sensitive, I could talk about this forever. I'm just saying. People that are very sensitive to frequencies, very sensitive to energies, are going to have a physical response. Anxiety, chest pains, heart palpitations, headaches, nausea, stomach upset, things like that. Anxiety, heart issues, headaches, and nausea are like the biggest. Those are the biggest. I've noticed that I usually can pinpoint when the Schumann's going to do something weird, because I will be just fine, great, happy, and all of a sudden, like, my anxiety goes through the roof, my heart starts doing weird things. If y'all ever want to fall down an insane rabbit hole, look up what frequency weapons do, and look up in the CIA, in their library, look up their research on solar flares effects on remote viewers. So yeah, it's insane. It's insane. They have been doing research like this since like the 60s or 70s. So yeah, the 60s or 70s. It's crazy. I knew one of y'all were fixing to get him. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, you can't really protect yourself in the frequencies. It just is what it is. We're around frequencies all the time. We just are. Your phone, your computer, heater, all that stuff. All of it has frequencies. Your body has a frequency. So yeah. Exactly. If you guys don't monitor the Schumann, you should. You should. Not just because so you know what kind of weird psychic shit's going to go on gift-wise, but physical. Like, that is my first thing to check. No, I take that back. My second thing to check. My first thing, I check my sugar, and then I check that. It is a free app. So, yeah. You can find it on Android and iPhone. All right. Let me get back to this because I still have 6 more to go. I'm taking forever this evening, but that's okay. All right. Miss April Williams. Like I said, you have the Ageless, which is healing, graciousness, and acceptance. You have the Jeweled Web, which is connectivity. The Will of the Wisp, which is treasures hidden in the shadow. And the Further Gate, a bold step forward. So 32, 62, and 55. 225. Whenever I was first looking at this, before I got sidetracked over there, you have something... Grace and generosity. Okay. I'm trying to figure out where to start because it's like one of those situations that folds in on itself repeatedly. You're ready to move forward. You're ready to take a big step. You're ready to get out of the town you're in, the rut you're in, the job you're, whatever it is. There's like a huge step. You are ready. You're ready to make it. The gate has been opened. The pathway has been cleared. Like you are ready to make it. But you're still doing some healing. And not only are you still doing some healing, but it seems like every time you think you're making a step toward getting out, toward leaving, some other connectivity keeps you there. It's almost like, like it is a complete test of your fortitude on how much you actually want this escape. You staying in this place is okay. Moving forward, and heading out the gate, walking down this path is even better. There is not a wrong answer here. No decision means you stay where you are. So it's already 2 against 1. The universe is not going to make this decision for you. It is something you have to do. It's also a lot. It's a test. It's like every time you go to step out of this, to take that bold step forward, some other amazing thing happens. And you're like, well, maybe I'll stay just a little longer. Maybe I'll stay just a little longer. And then as you stay just a little longer, you get about to that fed up point, you're ready to leave, and then something else really good happens. It's like universal gaslighting. But it's not so much that the situation you're in is horrible, horrible, bad. It's just that it's not where you really want to be. The grace and generosity card is the one I drew right here. What I'm going to say is this. Be very generous. Ooh, I almost knocked my phone off. Be very generous with everything here. Be very generous with everything in this space that you're in. The more connectivity you see, the more generous you are, okay? Literally like tit for tat in a good way. The more that everything is good to you, you be even better. Choices and their consequences. And this is another 2. Both of these things have good and bad associated with them. Both of them. Sometimes the grass isn't always greener on the other side. And sometimes it is a beach house in Maui that's fully paid for. You know what I mean? Like it just, you're going to have to make the decision. It has to be you. To be honest, seeing all of these cards right here, I don't know that you're ready to make the decision yet. So maybe not making a decision is the decision you need to make right now. That would be my recommendation, to be honest. Because seeing these things here and how things are continuing to kind of keep you in a good way, not in a bad way, how they're kind of, you know, I think that maybe there might still be a little bit of healing and some treasures that you need to find before you step out. The gate's open. It's not going to close. It's not going to close. The path is not going to get covered back up. But maybe just for right now, for a couple of days, for a week, whatever, don't make a decision. Just don't make a decision, okay? I hope that helps, Miss April. Well, Tiffany, honey, if you logged in right at that time and it resonated with you, then chances are you are supposed to see it. I'm just saying. Did that make sense, April, honey? Okay, good. Thank you for staying up so late with us. Well, what makes yours more real than mine? All right, Sylvie, you ready? You're welcome very much, April, honey. Okay. Well, I mean, we could always tit for tat all day, but it's safe to say that you and I could probably offer the exact same advice, maybe with different words, and that it would resonate the exact same with that person that's hearing it. So, kindness goes a long way. You catch more flies with honey than you do vinegar, sweetheart. All right, Miss Sylvie. Lots of 5s. 51, 53, 40, and 59. Ready? You start off with the Maestro, which is the Master of Inspiration. This is understanding, community, ingenuity. The card that flipped out, though, was Limitless Possibilities, which is interesting because it's a little bit whopper-jawed. And then you have Stranger, which is Curiosity. And then you have 2 that came out. So the top one is Mindful, which is groupthink, like thinking about everybody around you. And the one underneath it is Reconciliations. It's the Wailing Tree. So what's really, really interesting about this, aside from the limitless possibility being like that, is that every card except for the groupthink is the number 5. 5 is a very interesting number. It represents all of the elements, including the spirit. Having the Master of Inspiration start you off tells me you have something amazing that's building and bubbling up in your mind. You have something amazing that's, it's like taking shape. It's like this right now. It's not this beautiful, ornate, golden sentence yet. It's this big, huge blob. Golden, silvery blob. It just hasn't been put down where it needs to be. Does that make sense? It's like having this idea and you haven't fleshed it out yet. That's why this limitless possibility card is whopper jawed. It's not all the way up. Just like that. For this really to come to fruition, for this really, really to start taking shape, this curiosity card is key. When we have an idea, and whether this is a business idea, a life idea, whatever it is, when we have an idea, the best way to figure out how to get that idea to be alive is to get really, really curious about every single aspect of it. Say you are just wanting to redecorate your bedroom and you really don't know how. Like, you don't know what you want. You know how. You know how to paint the wall. You know how to, put a blanket on a bed. But you don't know what you want. You have this grand, beautiful idea in your head, but you don't have details. So what do? You go on Pinterest, you look at all of the rooms that are never going to look like yours. You look at all of the amazing ideas of how to paint this, how to paint that, how to do this, how to do that. You look at all of these crazy, gorgeous, amazing things. And then as you're looking at them, that idea starts to take shape into what you want for your room. That's exactly what I'm talking about with this curiosity. With this idea, start researching. Start falling down the rabbit hole. Start searching on social media, on YouTube, on, articles, things like that, to help you flesh out this idea, to knock all of the fat and all the bad off it till you just have this beautiful structure in the middle. The other 2 cards over here, the group think. Don't be afraid to ask other people what they think. Now, be careful, because we all know that bitches like to steal ideas. But because you have this mindful, this group think over here, it tells me that there is somebody in your life that can help you. They have the advice you need. This, however, tells me that it might take a little bit of makeup with them before you can really ask them about this. Because this reconciliation card right here tells me that you might not have the best relationship with this person. Do you understand what I mean when I'm talking about doing the research? Because I have a feeling that the refusal of the call, oh, there goes the fireman's. This is an idea that you've had for a while, isn't it? You get the squirrel. I understand. This is an idea you've had for a while. Because that refusal of the call tells me that it's been there for a little bit. It's been swirling around in your head back and forth. And there's been a few times that you could have put it into motion, that you could have started it up. You can't even type. Good. I'm glad you know what I'm talking about. Now is the time. Now is the time to start researching. Don't put it off again. Don't put it off again. Because you've put it off a few times already. Now is the time. Don't put it off again. You are supposed to speak to this person. You're supposed to reconcile, and you're supposed to ask them, pick their brain a little bit. You're supposed to be curious right now and falling down the rabbit hole. You're supposed to be putting all of the understanding and the ingenuity into this idea. Don't let it go. Okay? Don't let it go this time, Sylvie. Okay? I'm glad that makes sense. I'm glad you knew what I was saying. So, yeah. Did that help, Miss Sylvie? You are so welcome, sweetheart. All right, Miss Virginia. Oh, I didn't catch what you said. Good, I'm so glad. All right, 2 it is. 2 it is, Miss Virginia. All right, those 2 like skittered on the top. Okay. Well, that's an interesting combination. Okay. So over here, you have Set on top, which is short-sightedness, ambition, and narcissism. And then underneath it, you have Osiris, which is commitment and acquisition and responsibility. Why I said this is an interesting pairing is both of these are Egyptian gods, and Set is said to have done away with Osiris. Or Horus, excuse me. Osiris' son, Horus. I knew that was coming. Then you have the Sky Bridge, which is a possibility for a union. And then the 2 that skittered out were the Curiosity and the Refusal of the Call. And I find it funny, both of those have a 3 in it, but they kind of skittered along the top and then fell out. So I kind of have a feeling these are 3 separate things. One, let's start with these 2 guys. There's 2 different people that have to do with this situation. One of them is absolutely narcissistic, gaslighting, everything that they can do. I'm trying to pull my feet up so my feet will be warm in my chair. Everything that they can do to throw you off your game. Like, that's what they're going to do. They are just in it for themselves, and they don't give a shit about anybody but themselves. The fact that that one's on top and this one's underneath, this one right here, this narcissistic person it's like overshadowing this person. I don't know if this is someone you have a child with or what's going on, or if Osiris represents you, but the narcissistic person just continues to overshadow this other person. But it's not in the normal way that a narcissistic relationship would be. That's why I said it's almost like this is a kid you have with this person, or this person's child, because they really do love this person. They really do care about this person. They're not doing all of the normal things to this person. It's almost like they feel like they're protecting this person by acting this way. It's the weirdest fucking thing. but they're causing this person who is represented by Osiris. They're causing that person to pull away from you. Okay? Do you have a kid with your ex? The possibility for a union is completely separate, okay? It's completely separate than this. There are two things going on in your life. This has nothing to do with people. Not my recent one. Okay. So do you understand who the Osiris could be? Who that person could be? Thank you, Teresa. Okay, good. So you understand that. Like, they're three separate things, but I think they have to do with each other. The possibility for a union. There are two situations going on. They're just like neutral situations. They're just everyday situations. They're not good, they're not bad, it just is, you know? If you can bring these two situations together, it solves the problems and makes both situations amazing. There's a way to pair those two together. Thank you, Bree. Now let's talk about this. I'm going to yawn again. I knew that was coming. The curiosity and the dream thief, the refusal of the call. With the curiosity being on top of that refusal, there is something, and this is me just saying what they're saying. There is something that you've been doing that you know you're not going to actually do it. You know you're not going to actually like step into that role, but you still keep researching it and dabbling around it a little bit. So it's almost like talking to someone that you used to be in a relationship with and leading them on a little bit. You know you're never going to actually go out with them again, but it's still fun to talk to them. So that's what this situation is. I'm not saying that is the situation. I'm just saying that is the energy that's here. Why am I yawning so much on yours? So then I drew the crown games, the right use of power. Okay. And grace and generosity. And another 3. 3 threes. You literally hold all the cards. You literally hold all of the cards. So pay attention to where you're putting your personal power, and pay attention to how graceful you're being with certain things. These all do coincide with each other. So my next question, let me see here. I'm waiting for her to answer back. All of these things going on right here coincide with each other. With the ex, have you been speaking to him a lot lately? Like, has he either been texting you or, excuse, I'm just saying he, assuming, I'm so sorry. Have you been talking to your ex a lot? Because I feel like there's a lot of communication going on right there. Be careful. You think you get it? Okay. Be careful. What the fuck? He lives with you. Okay, gotcha. And the Schumann's still doing his crazy thing. All right, so, okay. I see where this is. So it is all connected because it has to be. Be really careful how you're using your personal power, and be really careful how gracious and how generous you are. I mean, we can be, got ya. We can be too generous. Are you not sleeping very well? Like, is that why I keep yawning? Like, I'm yawning more during yours than others. And I know it's late, but I've read way much later than this. So do you understand what this is trying to say? Okay. Do you understand the reconciliation aspect? Okay. Good. Tiff, I love you. I'm just saying. I love you. God, yeah. Okay. No, I was saying I love you for all the muting and how funny you're being about it. I just fucking adore you. I just want you to know that. Look here, bitch, I'm gonna mute you, and when you come back, you can be nice, you can leave. Like that's. Well, be really careful with this other aspect over here, this person that has shown back up. I'm just going to say be careful. I don't see anything horrible bad there, but they could cause a lot of problems. You know what I mean? Because, like, this is 3 separate things. There's 3 threes. Like, it's all balanced out. So if they could cause problems. Do you see what I'm saying? They could make it topple. So just be careful. Just be careful. And I would say that person doesn't need to be living with you. Thank you, Jean. I appreciate it. Jeannie, I would say that person doesn't need to be living with you. This one, though, the possibility for a union, those 2 ideas, merging them together. Yeah. That's where your bread and butter is. Let me say that. All right. Miss Olivia. Right, Sylvie? I love me some Tiff. Hey, Strawberry, how are you, sweetheart? Strawberry short cat. I love that so much. That's funny as heck. Oh, I love you right back, sweetheart. All right, Miss Olivia. Turn that on again so I can burn up again. Now I'm like watching the Schumann, like everything. It's going back down. It's only at 48% now, but that was a big ass spike. What's up, Ozzy? How are you? All single numbers. 572. Okay. Oh, Miss Olivia. You have the Mother of Dawn, which is beauty and agency and compassion. Then you have completion, which is closing the door. Then you have the covenant, which is the sacred contract. And then you have the beloved, which is radical acceptance. Let it go. Let it go. Let this person, the situation, let it go. Okay? You have been super gracious about it. You have been super compassionate about it. You have tried to be the bigger person. And even though it's done, you're having a problem closing the door. Even though you are the one that wanted it closed, you knew it had to be closed, you're having a problem on your side closing the door. So whenever we're ending a situation that both sides want to be done, it's like those hotel room doors where you have adjoining hotel rooms. Both doors have to be open to go back and forth. You can't open one door from one side. But both doors need to be closed for it to fully be secure. Does that make sense? So if somebody has already closed the door and you're having a problem closing your door, you're still leaving that open just in case. That covenant, that sacred contract right there tells me that this was something karmically that you did have to let go of. You had to let go of it, period. It took you a while to do it. This was a lesson that you had to learn in this life. Karmically, it has to be let go of. You cannot, don't open that door. Just close the fucking door. Close the door, brick it up, paint over it, put a cool painting on it. Like, don't open the door again. Don't open the door again. Because by not opening the door again, you have this radical acceptance that comes for yourself, especially with this Mother of Dawn energy, with this compassion and this beauty of looking at life with an amazing, and I want you to notice this. I want you to notice the colors in both of these cards. Like there's lots of reds and yellows and oranges and passion here, okay? Don't open that door back up. Don't open that door back up. I hope that you understand what I'm talking about here. I can't reiterate it enough. I can't reiterate it enough. I don't think that they are going to open the door back up on their side, but for some reason you're leaving your door slightly ajar just in case. Don't do it. Close the door. Close the door. I'm going to help you. Close the door. Close the door. At least yours was like straightforward. I know I said earlier that would be like the most easy reading, but this one is actually, I think, the same. It's pretty fucking easy. Like, just don't close the door. I mean, don't open the door. Close it. Don't let it come back open. Okay? I hope that makes sense. All right. Kea Murray. Thank you, love. So Kea and then Eric. And I know Eric already went to bed. Thank you for that, love. Am I saying it right? You are so welcome, sweetheart. I'm so glad that helped. Woo! Okay. That one laid on that one, so. Ooh, okay. You are fixing to take like a big old bold step forward. Okay. So you have the Leper King to start off with, which is bravery, self-discipline, and faith. In other words, you are fixing to make, well, let's just talk about this. Then you have the Dust Devil, which is moving out of stagnation. Then you have the Herald of Change. And then the one that fell out like this is deep, quiet meditation and stillness. So you are fixing to make a big, bold decision. And a massive leap forward. A massive leap forward. And I know that you're scared half to death. But you also have this amazing drive and willpower to do this thing. So let me just say this right off the bat, okay? I am really proud of you. I'm really proud of you for making this decision. I'm really proud of you for moving forward. I'm really proud of you for accepting the change. I'm really proud of you for taking the next step in life to move yourself down the path that you're supposed to be on, that you need to be on. It's really, really hard sometimes when we know the path that we want to take. We know what we're supposed to do. We know where we're supposed to go, but it gets really fucking hard to take that first step, because that means we have to leave our comfort zone, you know, our blankie. We have to leave all the things that make it comfortable to just stay. We could just stay here. Like the blankie is warm. We could just stay here. But the rest of the world is out there. I'm super proud of you for being brave enough to just take the first step. When you take this first step and you start moving forward, it's not going to take long. I don't think it's like an instant crazy move forward. But it is a pretty quick move. So when you take this step and you start moving out of that stagnation, know that pretty soon it ramps up really, really quickly. The deep quiet over here, the meditation and stillness that came out like this. And landed like that. When this change happens, when you start really gaining momentum with it, make sure that you're taking time to just be still. And I'm also going to say, don't be telling a lot of people about all of the good things that are going on. One of my favorite mottos is never announce. So when you have all of these amazing big things going on, you don't always have to tell everybody what's going on. Not everybody needs access to your energy, your information, your ideas. They can just know that you're doing fantastic. That's all they need to know. Okay? Because like I said, I'm really, really proud of you for taking this step and moving forward. And this is a big, huge change, and it's utterly fantastic. Not everybody needs access to that. Not everybody needs to know. Thank you, Miss Amanda. Hey, Bear or Zeus, whichever one of you that is. I'm pretty sure it's Zeus. So I don't know why I said Bear, because he usually doesn't do it. I have Zeus. Zeus is 3 pounds. 3 pounds. He is a tiny shit. Even when he was this big, he would still paw at his food bowl to try to move the food bowl. The one I have now has rubber on the bottom. He can't move it. But he's really loud with it every now and then. He still tries. He still tries. He's a pain in the butt. So yeah. Oh, honey, that is so rude. You don't come into someone else's live and start soliciting people. That is instant blockage. That is instant blockage. So yeah. But Kea, I'm super proud of you for this. Okay? I'm super proud of you for this. All right? Just saying. Not everybody needs to know what you're up to. All right? All right. Eric. You ready? We'll do Eric, and then I am going to head to bed because now it is after midnight here. That's okay. We're doing 3. We're doing 3. All right. All right. Ugh. Yeah, Zeus is in there eating as loud as possible. Every now and then he likes to remind me that he is upset that he's eating dog food. Can you hear him? It's super loud. It's super loud. I love him. I love him. I have never seen such a tiny being be so loud. I mean, babies are one thing. We all know babies are loud. So that's a thing. But like, he's a 3-pound dog. I can hear him eating from 3 rooms away. This little turd takes up a full, like a queen size bed. He can get in the middle of the bed and somehow he suddenly is the whole size of the bed. He also snores like an elephant. And if I roll over, he pushes against me like, ugh. But I love him. And I'm going to miss him. I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks. I'm going to miss him so bad. All right. So, first, Eric, you have 3 anchor cards. Apparently, you needed 3. The very first one, the Maestro, which is understanding, community, and ingenuity. I thought it said commitment for a minute. I was like, it does not say commitment. The next one is Set, which is short-sightedness, ambition, and narcissism. And the next one is Danu, which is motherhood, ferocity, and creation. So these represent 3 different people, okay? One is just wanting to learn everything. Very understanding, very passionate, very powerful, very ingenuitive with creating new things, trying to make everybody get along, etc. One of them is a narcissistic ass who is only in it for themselves. The other one has a very nurturing, wonderful, creative aspect and feel to them. I kind of feel like the one in the middle, the narcissistic douche face, is doing everything they can to keep the other 2 apart. To keep the one that has this wonderful, creative, nurturing aspect, and the one that is the thinker, that's very kind and has a lot of personal power and stuff like that with them. The narcissistic person is keeping them apart on purpose. It's like he's trying to drive a wedge between the 2 of them. And I think it's working. Then we have the Will of the Wisp, which is the treasures hidden in the shadows. And then you have these 2 come out together. The top one is the balancing act, dances on 1 foot. And the other one is the right use of power. And that is 8 and 9. That's funny. I in no way feel like you are represented by the Set card. Okay? I don't know if you are represented by one of the other 2 cards. The other thing that I'm going to say here is this. Seeing the right use of power and the balancing act, the dances on 1 foot. I have a feeling that you are trying to go back and forth between these 2 people, trying to mend whatever damage this other person is doing. You have a lot of power in the situation, like you hold a lot of sway with your words. Be very careful. I think you are already really careful, but be very careful. And I'm just going to leave it at that. At first I was going to say be very careful with your words and what you're saying and so on, but I think I need to leave it at just be very careful. The treasures hidden in the shadows, the Will of the Wisp there, that really talks about some deep, intense lessons. All of the cards over here are like greens and reds and so on, and then greens and reds over here, but the Will of the Wisp is treasures hidden in the shadows, is bright blue with a deep blue background. These are things that you have personally learned a really, really intense, hardcore lesson. And that's what is driving you to try to fix this situation over here. Be really careful where you put your personal power. Not only to be an influence in this situation, but because that narcissistic jerk ass right there will absolutely attach to you and try to be fucking you over. Try to be your friend, you know, oh, I didn't realize what I was doing, you know, those kind of things. Oh, be really, really careful. Be really, really careful, because like I would legit throat punch this person if they started like trying to do this to you. I'm just saying. Just saying. Be really careful. Especially with that narcissistic person. That was really loud. I had to do it again. You hold way more sway in this situation than you realize, Eric. Okay? Way, way, way more sway in this situation than you realize. Just so you know. And I know it sucks balancing, but moving out of stagnation. I like that it landed on the will of the wisp too. So I know that when you ordered this reading, it was because you had something specific you probably wanted to know about. The answer is yes. Let me just say that. The answer is yes. I hope that helps. Yeah. Alrighty. I've been reading for about 3.5 hours now. So I am going to go. Got my whole list finished like a big girl. I'm going to go stuff a little food in my face, take my old lady medicines, and power wash the face. I will see you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. Bright and early, kind of, sort of. I'll see you guys in the morning. And then, you know, it's Monday, so that means Reiki and Zodiacs. I will also see you guys at 8:30 p.m. Central tomorrow evening. And, yeah, go to sleep. Go get some sleep. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.